Hey everybody, so I finally managed to get Assetto Corsa more playable using a controller by turning the sensitivity up to maximum. So I'm going to do a couple of laps of the Nürburgring for a bit of fun because I've had a bit of a stressful, annoying day, which I'll get into, which is to do with cameras. And the GoPro's fine, it's to do with the Insta360 and some very annoying, silly things. But also there's been a mix-up, well not a mix-up, but a delay in bikes arriving and stuff. It's been a bit of a mess the past few days. It's annoying, because I feel like I'm in such a groove and I was doing so well, and as soon as I got out of that groove, because I had to go and do all the stuff with my nans and that, I've just not got back in that groove. And the cameras seem to be not playing ball. Right. Traction control's off. Let's go. This will be more of a drift than a fast race. As I say, adjusting the sensitivity on this has made it much more playable, but you will notice how much I have to sort of wiggle the steering around. Right, so basically, past few days, supposed to have a bike arrive. That's all got a bit delayed, which has messed things up, means I haven't got any other bikes arranged because it was supposed to be here. The weather, of course, for all of us, has not been great. But it was supposed to be good today, so I planned it all out, and then it rained all morning, and then I waited for it to dry up, and then I went out, and then it rained again. Which is fine, apart from the Insta360 1X doesn't like getting wet because it's not waterproof. But, as it turns out, what it doesn't like even more than that is vibrations. Because I have had this in the past where I've mounted it to the bars, that vibrations have caused it to not be able to save the file. And as it turns out, this new mount I've got is so rigid and good, the new mount, the long arm one, that it's vibrating the camera to the point it can't save files. Oh god, too fast. Oh no, kept it. Yeah, so I basically lost everything I tried to film today because of that. I also lost some DR footage a while ago, the 800 footage, because of that. So I'm going to have to experiment to make it reliable, or just use the GoPro, but I really like the reverse view. Oh, too much. I am still remembering this track. No, I haven't got the suggested line on anymore. I used to know it perfectly, and now I'm having to sort of relearn it. So yes, it's been a bit of a stressful day. If you're on Discord, if you're a patron, you can get onto the Discord. We've been chatting about it and all sorts of random stuff all day. Including whether lemons are ever on sale. But it's frustrating because obviously I need stuff for my main channel that's bike related, and if I uploaded this to my main channel, people would probably go mad. I'd love it if they were happy for me to do whatever, but they don't. I know most of the core audience who are like patrons, for example, are happy for anything, but a lot of people aren't, and it causes all sorts of trouble. I learnt this in the past with the metalworks. Oh, overcooked it, overcooked. It's fine, we'll recover. Let's try and drift it a little bit. All too much. Right, here we go. No, come on. That's not what I meant by drifting. Right, it's the fast bit. If you're wondering why I haven't made any more TT games, it's because that game was just doing my head in. So difficult. It's just so much oh god, pay attention. It's so challenging. but I don't feel like it's something you can get that amazing at. I think there's some limitations of the game, I don't know. Whereas in this, I feel like I can actually progress with it. I seem to prefer car games to bike games. Right, where am I? There. Right, in or out, in or out. We'll try in. Yeah, messy. You can see how quick the steering is. It's the only way it's playable with a controller, I've found. Oh, don't spin it on the way out. There we go. Oh, I'm higher gear higher than I thought it was. That's probably why. As you can tell, I find it incredibly difficult to actually drive properly on these games in talk, which is stupid because I do it in real life on bikes. But then I guess on the bike you're not normally doing this sort of thing. And I've not done this for 12 years every day. 12, 13 years, something like that I've been riding. What was that? Oh god. Oh god, I'm getting some glitchiness. I thought the did it freeze up for a second then? Hold it. God. Oh, that was a bit early. No, it was... Oh, probably wasn't too bad. If you hear some furious fingers, Reno is actually working in the corner at the moment. Although she was supposed to finish, she's just catching up. She's got headphones on, so she probably can't hear me. She can hear me. She gets furious, feisty fingers when she's typing angrily or trying to get stuff done. You can tell when she's on one. So it goes from soft, like, tappity tap tap, tappity tap tap to... yes. Classic. I love this shape Mercedes. Oh. Inside view, there we go. I hope I'm playing by all the online gaming rules. No suggested line, no traction control, cockpit view. People say, yeah, but you're playing an arcade racer. I thought this was pretty sim-ish, but apparently it's not. People tell me. Oh yeah, don't worry about the gearbox, don't need that. Oh. Could have been smoother, Right. Okay, I'm a bit warmed up now. Let's go. Not too much. It wasn't quite what I'd had in mind. I was imagining putting on some music and going like mental around the track. Maybe if I just be really aggressive looking, it'll look more impressive. Ignore that. Impressive. No, I was probably doing better before. Yeah. Concentration. No, that wasn't enough. Come on, go. Right. Get in the right gear and it's much easier around here. What else has been going on recently? I'm challenging people to find lemons on sale. Now, this is something that started a long time ago. Okay, and I've been discussing this on Patreon, but I don't know if I explain the origin. Basically, I meant Discord, not Patreon. A long time ago, for some reason, me and Reno came up with this thing that was lemons of life. Don't know why. We even stuck it on things. It was an hour in joke, whatever. Anyway, point is, during this time we were always looking for lemons, and I noticed how lemons are never on sale. Yes, you will see them reduced because of short life or on multi-buys, but you'll never see them specifically on sale. And I've said that if you do find a lemon specifically on sale in the UK, with a little for sale sign, like a sale sign on it, preferably, I'll eat a whole raw lemon. Well, not the skin, obviously, you know, the inside bit. I pretty want lower gear than that. Aggressive looking driving. Listen to it go. Oh, hang on, what have I just done? Just changed something. No, didn't want to do that. Oh god. I'm trying to press other buttons at the same time here. Too much. No, we can just do it. We can pull it off. Come on. Get round, you pig. Sorry, I should be talking. I'm not, I'm concentrating. I have got this in manual, by the way. And I've noticed on this game it is considerably quicker. And a lot easier to actually drive. The auto on this is a bit dumb. But then maybe that's their way of forcing you to start using manual too much. Also a little too much. But we can use it to our advantage. Human! Trying to keep the drift going, it's not working. Come on. Oh, I got the line completely wrong on that. Yeah, should I do more Assetto Corsa videos for the second channel? And for Patreon? Yeah, I can put them up on there both. Maybe you can challenge me to some tracks or some cars or something. I don't know. Really not paying attention now. If you know the game, you can let me know some cars. I think I've got most of the DLC cars for the Xbox One. Remember, I'm sure there's like 10 million more on the PC version. It sounds cool, but it sounds very wrong. Let's see just how quickly we can get into this corner at the end. All I know is I need to be in second by the end of it. Oh! Just like that, see? As I said, I'd be in second by the end of it. I don't think we actually made the end of the lap. Oh dear. Well, thank you for joining me. This is what it is. If you enjoyed me riding, racing, driving, crashing, whatever you want to call it, leave a like and I'll catch you in the next one.